Kazuo Ishiguro's life story reads like a novel itself, full of displacement and the quiet search for identity. Born in Nagasaki, Japan in 1954, his early years were steeped in Japanese culture. At the age of 5, however, his family relocated to England. This move would profoundly shape Ishiguro's perspective, making him a man caught between two cultures. Ishiguro's upbringing was unusual for the time. While he learned English and adapted to British life, his home remained a haven of Japanese traditions. His mother, Shizuko, played a significant role in preserving their heritage. She spoke Japanese at home, cooked traditional meals, and shared stories of their life in Nagasaki. This instilled in young Kazuo a deep respect for his Japanese roots, even as he navigated a predominantly British world. This dual existence had a profound impact on Ishiguro's writing. Though he writes in English and his novels are often set in Britain, a subtle Japanese sensibility permeates his work. There is a focus on restraint, unspoken communication, and the weight of the past that resonates with Japanese aesthetics. This fusion of influences created a unique voice in English literature, one that captured the complexities of displacement and belonging. Ishiguro's fascination with his Japanese heritage deepened as he grew older. He devoured Japanese literature and manga, immersing himself in the stories and perspectives of his homeland. He became particularly interested in the works of authors like Junichiro Tanizaki and Yasunari Kawabata, who explored themes of memory loss and the transition of traditional Japan into modernity. This literary exploration went hand in hand with Ishiguro's own observations of cultural differences. He noticed subtle contrasts in communication styles, social customs, and even the way people expressed emotions. These observations, filtered through the lens of his own experience, would later inform the nuanced portrayal of cultural identity in his novels. Ishiguro's early novels, A Pale View of Hills and An Artist of the Floating World, directly engage with his Japanese heritage. A Pale View of Hills, though set in post-war England, is narrated by a Japanese woman reflecting on her life and the tragic suicide of her daughter. The novel subtly explores themes of guilt, the unreliability of memory, and the lingering impact of war on individual lives. An Artist of the Floating World, perhaps Ishiguro's most explicitly Japanese novel, delves deeper into the themes of memory, guilt, and the search for redemption. Set in post-war Japan, the novel follows Masuji Ono, an aging painter reflecting on his life and career during a time of immense social and political change. Ono, once a celebrated artist whose work glorified Japanese nationalism, now grapples with the consequences of his past choices. As he navigates a society rebuilding itself from the ashes of war, he is forced to confront the true cost of his art and the compromises he made in the name of ambition. The novel's title itself alludes to the ukiyo-e genre of Japanese woodblock prints, which often depicted the fleeting pleasures and entertainments of urban life in Edo period Japan. This concept of the floating world, a world of transient beauty and fleeting moments, mirrors the novel's exploration of memory and the passage of time. Just as the floating world existed in a state of constant flux, so too do Ono's memories and his understanding of his own past. One particularly intriguing aspect of An Artist of the Floating World is the character of Ichiro, Ono's grandson, who is obsessed with American cowboy culture. Ichiro's fascination with cowboys, symbolized by his toy guns and Stetson hat, represents a yearning for a different world, a world far removed from the complexities and shadows of post-war Japan. This fascination mirrors Ishiguro's own childhood interest in Western, particularly American culture. Growing up in England, Ishiguro was exposed to American music, films, and literature which offered a different lens through which to view the world. This blending of cultural influences, the Japanese heritage of his home life intertwined with the Western pop culture he encountered outside of it, shaped his own sense of identity. In An Artist of the Floating World, Ichiro's cowboy obsession serves as a poignant reminder of the globalized world in which the novel's characters exist. It highlights the ways in which cultures intersect and influence one another, even in the aftermath of conflict and upheaval. This interplay of cultures, both within the novel and in Ishiguro's own life, underscores the complexities of identity formation in an increasingly interconnected world.